Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. NVIDIA, Rippy, rocking 10 for 1 split. So we're going to explain a few things about splits and trading options. And people that don't understand this, and you have to learn this stuff because it's not complex, but it matters, okay? So let's say Amazon is at $4,000, and it does a 20 for 1 split. Okay, so it goes to $200. If it were to go up $20, $20 is really $400. Well, if you go back and look at history, Amazon never moves $20, 400 points in a week. Maybe it moves 100, maybe it moves 200, maybe it moves 300. It never moves 400 points in a week. So then when you're buying options when it's split, so let's say it's at 200, you could never buy the 220s, and they'll still charge you $1 for it. So it'll never work. I mean, it's a sucker trade, and only a bunch of suckers would buy it, okay? And they'll still charge you $1 because they know for the first year or two after the splits, they know all these people are stupid. You can't be one of the stupid people. Okay? It won't move like that. Okay? Once NVIDIA, let's say NVIDIA splits and it's at 100. Okay? Well, a 10 for 1 split, so if it were to move 10 points, it moves 100 points. So let's say 200 points, 20 points out of the money. When has NVIDIA moved 200 points in 1 week? Explain that to me. When? Never. So they're going to ask you for $1 to $2 for that premium right away, the first few weeks. And a bunch of people will pay for it because they don't know anything. And in 1 hour, they'll take it to $1, and another hour, they'll take it to 10 cents, and you're getting smoked. You can't get smoked because it doesn't happen. Then you look at NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is going to be a $2.5 trillion company. So let's say it's at $100 and it's at $2 trillion. So if it goes to $200, it's at $4 trillion. It's the most expensive company in the world. That won't happen. Now, the third thing of splits, they're going to pump 10x more shares. So let's say there's 1,000 shares in the market. Now there's going to be 10,000 shares in the market. They're going to 10x the amount of quantity that's out there. Less demand. It doesn't move as much. When did Google split? I don't even know when Google and Amazon split. Maybe 5 years ago? 5 years ago? 6 years ago? Amazon, I got printouts of stuff when we bought Amazon at $1 on a Friday, and it went to $60 before the split. $60 on Amazon 21 would be $1,200. It will never happen in your lifetime. NVIDIA, once it splits, will never move 30 points in 1 day. 30 points in 1 day would be 300 points. It will never go 1 to 30. Ever. Never. Sucker trade. And there will be a lot of suckers for 2 or 3 years. Okay? So that's the problem with a big split. You want a 2 to 1 or a 3 to 1, it's great. If they would have done a 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, this thing would be at 1,100. But all the big companies already know. How many people now? There are some people, amateurs out there, that say, I'll be able to buy NVIDIA 5 points out of the money, which is really 50 points out of the money, for $1 sometimes. Okay. Oh, but then you're going to sell it at 120? Let me tell you, I've been trading for 40 years. And never in my life do I buy something at $1 and sell it at and say I'm going to sell it at 20 cents. You just don't do that. You may say that to yourself, but you don't do that. You may say you go to a blackjack table and say I'm only going with $100, and you go with $100, and then something happens, you're running low, you get more, you pull more money out. You just do. So and you buy NVIDIA at $1, it goes to $1.20 in 5 minutes, you don't sell it, and then it goes to $1, then it goes to 80 cents, then it goes to 20 cents, and you get whacked. That's why this split will make CMG is going to be worse. CMG unplayable ever. It'll never be on my screen. Ever. CMG on earnings, when it had great earnings, moved 200 points. 200 points is going to be $4. It'll move $4. $4. Think about it, $4. And those options that we buy for $1, 200 points up, should be 50 cents. I should be divided by 50 of $1. It should be 2 cents. But they won't charge you 2 cents. They'll charge you 50 cents because they know stupid people are out there. Okay, so understand that. That's what's going to happen. Now, that being said, it's a positive right now till the split, and it's going to rocket. And you got 1023 through 1023 explodes up. Okay? Explodes up. SMCI news, huge, huge, huge. Huge, huge, huge. It's going to go. If it can get 966, this can go all the way to 1200 in a week and a half. Okay? 966, big number. The other one, after 10 weeks of do not touch, do not avoid, is ASML. The NVIDIA thing is got ASML moving. ASML is flying. It's up 45 points. You got 982 and 1020. But then Lam Research, if you held the Lam Research, we sold some yesterday. It's at 995. It's at 995. I mean, we took 23. They're going to be 43. But we also have the thousands on there. So if this rips, it should go to 111 today, 1011. So that means on our 1000s, we're going to get a double or a triple. Avago should rocket. This news on NVIDIA is that big. Nothing is slowing down. Everything's getting bigger. Okay? Everything's getting better. Everything's ripping. Now, maybe it drops. Okay. But for now, it wants to rip, it wants to rip, it wants to rip. That's it. Very straightforward. Dell looks like 161, 166. Dell earnings next week looks like 175. Holy moly. But then there's another one. NOW. This 791 has a chance to break today. And if you can get the 800s at the open for under $1, becomes very intriguing. The Bitcoin bill, the crypto bill passed. Coin is rocket. You got, how about we sold those coins? We bought the first batch at 3. We bought the first batch at 4, sold them at 8. Then we came back in and bought them at 3, and it went down to 1. We bought them at 125, went back to 3 and sold them. That's how you make money. In and out, in and out, in and out. Okay? Solar is moving. First Solar and ENPH better. ENPH hasn't had a second day in forever. If it has a second day, all the way to 132. Okay? What else? That's about it. It's about chips. It's about chips. It's about chips. But there's another thing. There's another thing it's about. It's about, what's it about, guys? It's about an everything rally. Everything rally. Because they just told you everything is going to go explode. Everything is going to explode. We just want SMCI to hold. Because if it holds, holy moly, it can go. Snowman, just decent. It's not great. CEO is a clown. Company is a clown. Think about this. The company finally reports something really good, and then they go buy somebody else. Let's spend money because we did something good. Dumbasses. Better trades. Now, there is a negative trade. Ulta. Keep an eye on Ulta. Ulta Beauty can collapse. I'm looking at the 350 puts for earnings because ELF Beauty collapsing. ELF Beauty, huge miss, way lower. And Ulta already guided lower before. Are they going to guide lower again? That means next week, if ELF Beauty is doing bad, Ulta Beauty is doing bad too. Lulu popped back up. We sold it. Wait a couple weeks on that. Okay? AMD looks like it can blow and go. We bought those last week. That looks like it's going to be even at the open, and see if it takes off. It really takes off. 182 very possible, and it's going to rocket. That's it. NVIDIA's running. NVIDIA's running. In theory, a 3-to-1 split or 2-to-1 split would have taken this to 1100, very possible still, through 1023, they're going to spike the hell out of this one. Okay? And just something to remember. To become as good as Sam, be open-minded. It's not about your position. Nobody gives a shit about your position. Nobody cares if you bought too many. That's your mistake. To become great, you expect zero and say anything is possible. Sam bought some puts yesterday in SMCI as a hedge. Just in case NVIDIA missed, it was going to drop 100. So pretty simple. You put in $6, no big deal. The other one's going to go up $25. LRCX going to double. NVIDIA flying. Our NVIDIAs that we got at 12, they were 6. They have a possibility to go to 40 if they really spike this thing. Avago going to absolutely explode up. I mean, I actually have the 1460s on the screen. If he can get the 1460s or the 1470s, even the 1480s under $1, great play, because they may just run this like you can't believe. Okay? And that's what we know. That's what we know. And ASML and chip making equipment are going nuts. They're spiking. ASML hasn't moved. Sam's 4 to 6 week is godlike. That is maybe the best study. That study is worth millions and millions of dollars. It's 95% accurate. When something misses and collapses, it doesn't recover for 4 to 6 weeks. It just doesn't. If you fight it, you get smoked. Don't get smoked. ARM, another one that's moving. If it gets through 118, 126 can be ridiculously fast. Okay? And Microsoft is running. Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. Stocks go up, stocks go down. SPX is up 39. Huge ripper, but the NASDAQ, and NASDAQ is up 240 points. We told you it would move 200, up or down. It's going to move 300 today, up or down. The problem is 300 up got so expensive. 200 up, 250 up were $40. It got too expensive. It was 27, so 250 up were 27. Now they're going to go to 50. They may go to 100, but the play was godlike. It just got too expensive. Okay, that's what we know. That's why we didn't do them. Okay, let's get started. SPX up 40. That puts it at 35. 47. You have 35.52, 35.70, 45, 40. 54, 47, 54, 52, 54, 53.52. Sam losing his mind here. 53.52, 53.72, 5400. Downside under 5300. Avago flying. 1461 accelerator, 1500. Probably goes to 1600 possible if they do a split. Isn't that interesting? I hope they help. Don't do a 10 for 1. Do a 2 for 1. Okay? And I hate, and we don't even put Google and Amazon on our screen, guys. And that's going to be NVIDIA after next week. Okay? And it split's coming fast. This can really run. The last time this thing split, it moved 100. So let's see if it can run. Okay? NVIDIA 1023, 1052. Lam Research looks like 1007. We'll probably sell the thousands at 15. Very nice. Probably sell the thousands at 15. Then we see. BKNG trying to break up. 38.52. Pan W 316 up, 300 down. Carvana 123 beast. AMD 172, 176, 181. May rip to 181 fast. ASML finally moving 981. 1020. Ulta Beauty, like the 350s for earnings, if you can get them for $1. ENPH, if it can get through 126, watch out. This will be day 2. It always fails. This is day 2. ARM, 118, 123. Snowman needs 181. Lulu underneath 297. Bitcoin is flying, moving again. You got Coin 241, 250, 241, 244, 266. MicroStrategy, 1700. Does it go to, you have a long weekend. Does Bitcoin get 78,000? If it does, MicroStrategy opens at 2,000 next week. NDX looks like 1,900 possible. SMCI, 966 beast. Dell, 161, 176. NOW, 791 beast. Microsoft Ripper, 436. Tesla, no reason to buy on the upside. That's what we know, that's what we know, that's what we know. Everybody have a great, great trading day. See you in chat. Rip of ages. Thanks, everyone. See ya.